Hi, this is Jessie Johnson, and we're going to look at some books for babies and toddlers.
Okay, so we are starting with little babies. We have these cloth books that are super durable. They can drool on them. You can put them in their mouths. This is bumpy right here, velvety, crinkly, and it has a little tassel to go on the stroller. And then we have black and white books. This is just a little black and white library, so really great, just straight from newborn age up until when kids can start talking about chin and hat and pointing and discovering things. This is another great one for newborn babies. This is our 1, 2, 3 counting. So this is like an accordion book. So you would set this up, use it for like a tummy time situation. It's got the high contrast with the black and white. And you can still use it for older kids too, because this is one of my favorite series for learning shapes and colors, is the Little Red Penguin series. It's a Kane Miller series, and I love it just because it's so creative. So it asks them to find the shape on the left, and then you see if you found them all, and you can see if you got it right. This is a great one. This is My Farm Animal World. Again, we have about 4 of these little mini treasure box sets. So it's a magnetic snapshot box, and inside it has 9 little mini books. And this one is the Farm Animal World, so it's going to talk about farm animals. It says, I am a pig. My home is a sty. My baby is called a piglet. I eat scraps, and I grunt, oink oink. So each can pull these blocks out. They can stack them. They can learn about the animals, and then when they're done, it's a little matching game to put them back to where they need to go. Okay, something that we are really famous for is our That's Not My series, and we have about 40 different titles, so there's really something for everybody. We have these thick black outlines on the page, so they're really good for babies. That's Not My Dinosaur, its body is too squashy, and it's touchy-feely. These have definitely been our favorite touchy-feely books by far. The textures are so unique too. Here you have a bumpy, and then also when kids are older, you can ask them to find a little white mouse on each page too. A wonderful one also if you're not a big fan of flaps, because this is a slide and see book. So this is again going to be super durable, going to last you forever, and it's just so unique and fun and bright colors. If you like those, let me know and I can point you in the direction of the whole selection of that. Peek Inside series is so great for toddlers and preschoolers because it's nonfiction, but it's also got these wonderful flaps, and children learn so much better when they're hands-on lifting flaps and reading as you go. This is our new title. This is Peek Inside Space. There's about 6 of these titles, a series to be learning little facts, but still just so visually engaging and having fun. I love our preschool Lift the Flap, teaching the basic things that they need to know, but in a way that is not just the same thing over and over again. So for example, how many of each of these animals can you see? So let's do the crocodile. So you come over here, you count the crocodiles. Let's say there's 4 crocodiles. You say, well, let's see if you're right. Let's see what's under here. 4, yep, good job. And then on this page, it's the opposite. So it just goes through. Here's odd numbers, even numbers, 1 to 10. This is matching the address to the house. So okay, our Muddle and Match series is another awesome one for preschoolers. The book is kind of divided into these 3 parts. So you can mix and match your creature, but also the story. Our Big Book of Big series is another awesome one. There's about 10 or so in this series, but you have these huge, giant fold-out pages. So this very first Things to Spot book is so great for toddlers and preschoolers, because each page will have like little questions that you can ask. So which bicycle has a blue basket? So they're looking around, so you're talking about colors, you're talking about counting, shapes, and again, it's these thick cardboard pages. So there's out and about, there's things to spot at home. The Big Book of Colors, the color wheel right here, talk about colors that go together, and then on each color page, you not only have the basic color, but you have the whole spectrum. And up here you can see it kind of is leading into the next color to see too. So then we have our green and our yellow. And let me show you at the back, we have this page where it shows you how colors can mix together and change. So the meanings of the color, and you see all the colors right there. So awesome. awesome, really like the only color book you would ever need. This is a new title. This is Count to 100. This is another great one to just have because you're going to use it for years, you know. But what I really like is how they group things. So on this page, you're counting to 30, but it's not as overwhelming because they're grouping it by color. So you have 5 orange, 5 blue. There's so many different ways that you could utilize this book in teaching your counting. So those are some great baby and toddler options.